So I would say the writing process for the book was challenging. It was the first time I'd done anything like this, and so it was a lot of work, but I enjoyed it, obviously. And I'm now straight into my next project, which is a similar project in terms of the history of international law. It's about the history of the passport. This project is born of my love of travel. I've always loved to travel, and I'm sure I was standing in a lineup somewhere staring down at my passport waiting to go through immigration and thought, what is the history behind this document? I should probably know the history behind this document, but it's actually quite an elusive history. And so in that way, it's similar to my first book, because in the way that popular sovereignty enters discourse about international law, it's not something that's proactively decided by states. The principle of popular sovereignty doesn't become a principle of international law because all countries get together and agree on it. Revolutionaries start embracing these ideas, they apply them in certain diplomatic situations, and then slowly over time it becomes a principle of international law. The history of the passport is also one of legal happenstance. All states never got together and sort of agreed that we need passports, and passports need to look in a certain way. It's, again, a story of historical development. So in that way, the two projects are very similar. The other overlap between these projects is that the French Revolution was an important moment in the history of the passport. Up until the French Revolution, it was taken for granted that if you're carrying some sort of identity document when you're traveling, the person who is carrying that document is the person for whom it was intended. And it was only at the time of the French Revolution that revolutionaries started thinking, oh no, well, people could be, smuggling, they could be, emigres could be escaping from France, and so they actually started to write the description of the bearer of these documents onto the document itself. So not just hair color and eye color, but shape of nose and size of forehead. And that was really the first moment that these documents started to include information about who the bearer was. And this is obviously the precursor to the photographs and the biometric data that are now in passports today.